a message for you. Namaste. And the message of today and for today is the message of patience, the message of sabr, as it's called in Urdu. I will tell you a little story to illustrate how this is important, relevant not just in these times, but relevant from the beginning of time to always. It will never be irrelevant. So, going to our story, there was a bird that belonged to a merchant, and it was a lovely, pretty bird, a singing bird, not like the crows that were cawing right now. But so he bought this bird because it was known for its beautiful voice and the sound that it made. In the beginning, the bird was happy and it chirped and it was pleasing the merchant and everything was very nice. But as the months wore on, the bird started shrieking day in and night out. It was just shrieking and creating a ruckus, frustrating the merchant and his family because it was so disturbing. And then one day, another little birdie comes because this cage is dangling outside the house, so it was open to the environment. So it could pretty much see the sky, it could see the nature all around it and all of that, and it could see the other birds flying around as well. So another little birdie comes and stops and sits very close to this guy's cage. And he comes, he hears him shrieking and howling, and then he just hops across and he says something to him. After hearing which, the birdie keeps quiet and he does not utter a word after that again. The other bird flew away. This bird has become silent. And now, as this is going on, the merchant is getting obviously upset. I mean, why is my birdie now not speaking at all? I mean, where he was creating a ruckus and now he's gone completely silent on me. So he was a little upset about this. So he decides to go to the ruler of that place, who was King Solomon. Solomon the Wise, many of you may have heard of him, and he also knew the language of the birds. So he decides to take his birdie and he goes to Solomon and he tells him his problem, and he says, this bird of mine was singing very beautifully in the beginning, then he started becoming very shrieky and loud, and now he's gone completely silent. So please help me because I can't figure out what this is. So King Solomon, who knew the language of the birds, asked the little one, what is it? Why have you gone silent? What's wrong? So the little bird says that, when I came to this gentleman's house, and initially I did not realize what life in a cage was going to be like. But then when I realized that I am in this prison 24/7 and I can see nature all around me and I can see the skies and I cannot fly, and I cannot be at one ment with the rest of Mother Earth, it started bothering me and I was feeling very frustrated and I didn't know what to do, and this was the only way that I could. I was just howling and screaming and crying and I was upset with the maker with the Lord divine. Why have you done this to me? What have I done? And I was so upset that I was just complaining and complaining and complaining and shrieking, yelling it literally from my cage, if not from the rooftop. And then one day, this other bird happened to come, and he came up to me and he said something to me which made me go completely silent. So the king asked him, "What did he say to you?" And he said, he told me, "Be patient. If you are patient, all good things will come to you." In India, we have a saying called "Sabar ka phal meetha hota hai," which means the fruits of patience are sweet. And the moment he said that, he said, I just felt a shift take place within myself, and I no longer felt the need to yell. I no longer felt the need to complain. I just automatically shut up and I became quiet, and I don't even feel like making the usual sounds that I make. I am so content within myself. So King Solomon tells the merchant, this is what has happened, and now from now onwards your bird has decided to stay silent. So the merchant says, oh, if that is the case, then what use is he to me? I mean, what is the point of keeping a bird who is going to just be silent and I'll have to feed him as well? I might as well let him go. And he opens his cage and sets him free. So you get the moral of the story. Being patient is what will set all of us free. So right now, if you are going through a period where you feel impatient and you're like, when is this going to end, and this doesn't seem to be stopping, and they're just like, we don't know now what's going to happen after the 20th of April, and how long is this going to go on, and oh my god, I can't go out, and I'm feeling so frustrated in the house, and I'm getting all kinds of, I've gotten the term right now, cabin fever, and all of that. And the answer to that is, please, please, please be patient. Be patient, because there is a reason why this is happening, and there is a reason why you are in this space. There is a reason why you are born in these times, to go through this particular period in your life. You are not going it alone. There is an entire planet that is going through it with you. There are people who are in very, very dire situations who are going through it with you. There are people to whom probably it has made no difference in their lives who are going through it with you. There are people to whom it has made 20% of a difference, 40% of a difference, 50%. How does it matter? It is affecting every life on the planet. Have you not seen how it is affecting Mother Nature herself? If you are in places where there were no birds and there were no, I live in a place where one could always hear the birds chirping, but now you can hear them even more clearly because there are no outside sounds. I live right by the sea, and now I can literally hear the ocean when I'm in the loo. I'm so thrilled, I do not need to be explicit, but it's wonderful hearing the sound of the waves as you're sitting there. So at the end of the day, there are only pluses to look at, because life is all about that. You have come here to experience something. Don't attach so much importance to work, to shopping, to being able to go out for movies, to being able to do any of those things, they are not important. You are important. You are important. All that is just trappings. Do not attach so much importance to trappings. Trappings come, trappings go. You, the eternal one, stays forever. Strengthen yourself, empower yourself during this period of time, wherever it is that you feel that you are lacking. If you think that I am feeling impatient, sit down, do some deep breathing, do pranayams. Allow patience to come. Know this, that you are a divine being. You can command anything. You can make anything happen. Like we spoke yesterday about the collective consciousness. Yeah, it's the same thing. You can do what you want. If you feel you do not have patience, even if you feel that, some people say, oh, I can't sit to meditate, I get very restless, all the more reason for you to do it. Anywhere that you have felt that I can't, now is the time to sit down and say, I can and I will, because there is nothing that we cannot do if we put our minds to it. Okay, we are so powerful. So once again, coming back to it, sit and just close your eyes. Take your phone, put it on a timer for 5 minutes, 33 seconds, 3 minutes, 33 seconds. I love that number. 9 minutes, 33 seconds, whatever works for you. And close your eyes and internalize and set the intention that at this point in time, I am going to let go. I ask my higher self, my I am presence, my Holy Spirit to take over. I ask the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, whoever it is that you believe in, Allah, Hanuman, Shiva, Krishna, Jehovah, whoever, it does not matter. I ask thee, please come in, please take over. Take over all the impatience, take over all the restlessness that I feel, and let your light come into all those places and spaces where this was, and replace it with your patience, with your saburi, with your stillness, with the knowing that all is well, all was well, and all will be well forever. And stay in this space. Be in allowance for as long as you can, as long as your mind permits you. And then when your alarm goes off, you come out of it renewed, and you don't have to do this, like I said, you don't have to do it for like long periods of time. Keep it short, make it a 1 minute thing, make it a 2 minute thing, do it as many times as you need to do through the day. But the more that you will do it, like I did it, I just did that demo for you, and I'm like, oh, I can feel the energy. You will be able to feel it because you're calling it forth. You have the divine right to do that. You can command anything to happen for you, So sit down and conquer everything that is coming in your way. Work on yourself. That's why you have been given this time. This is what patience is all about. Being patient, being at peace, being in stillness and oneness, balance. That is what is going to take us through these times. My love, these times are not over. There is more to come. You will come out of this, and then there will be more. I'm not making any kind of predictions here. I'm just telling you that this is what life is, right? Which is not to say that it's going to be very bad or it's going to be whatever, but what is wrong in being prepared, and what is wrong in being strong and balanced and focused in life? Nothing, because it's going to get you where you want. Know this, that no matter what happens in the future, if you start doing this now, your life is going to be very, very smooth, because then nothing can shake you, nothing can phase you, because you're always in flow. If you are patient, you are never in a grumbly state of mind, right? You're never being patient is like being in gratitude, because I know everything is working for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, right? If I am in that thank you space, then there's no question of me complaining. Either I say thank you or I complain. I can't be doing both things together, na? I can't say, oh, this food is very salty, but thank you for it, right? I'm going to say thank you for the food, no matter how it is. I am grateful that I am getting food on the table every day. You are taking care of me, you're sustaining me, you're nourishing me, God. Thank you. And I will be patient and I will wait, because there is always going to be an end to this. There is always an end to everything. Hello, you wake up in the morning, either you're in a grouchy mood, or you're in a good mood, or you're in a so-so mood. Okay, then after an hour, your mood has changed. After an hour, your mood has changed, right? How much we fluctuate through the day? Do we stay the same? No, we don't, right? With each interaction, with each person, our moods differ, So if that is what happens, if there's no stability, everything changes, right? You've changed from the time you were born to now, haven't you? You're not the same internally and externally. So nothing lasts forever. This too shall pass, but please make it a pleasant occasion for yourself. Make it an occasion that you will look back and say, oh my, I remember how I was before that started, yeah? And look at me now, I'm so proud of myself. I learned so many things, and I've grown so much in this period of time. Make use of it and be patient, because good things come to those who are patient and persevere. So please, please, please be patient, persevere, because good things are going to come, and good things are already there. So count your blessings on a daily basis. Wake up every morning saying thank you. I have a roof over my head, I have a bed to sleep on, I have water to drink, I have food to eat, I have my family with me, if that's what you have, my pet with me, whatever it may be, but there is always something to be grateful and thankful for. Like I'm thankful right now for my beautiful iPhone. I love technology, because through it I can get through to you. Even in these times, right? We can reach out to the people that we love and care for. We can be there for each other in spite of this. So we are already the winners, We've already won this battle. It's just a matter of reaching that place. It's a given, but we just have to go through the motions, literally. So let's do this with a lovely smile on our faces and a blissful sense of sabr and patience, and wishing you all a wonderful, magical day, night, whatever time period it is in your part of the world and country. Loads of love, loads of blessings, sending you loads of assistance with patience coming your way, and blessings. Namaste.